Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me yet? No? Yes? No?
You gotta remember I'm behind you, but you already looked over at me and said I'm trying to get.
Just trying to figure out. Oh. No, I know you can hear me. From the first Noel. Can you hear me?
No.
You can't hear me? Jeez Louise. Technical difficulties are real. Let me know if you can hear. If you can hear, give me a type of one. Type of one if you can hear me, please. Because sweet, you can hear me. Thank you, thank you, everyone. Copy. So we are going to play some Aruba trivia. This is a Wednesday. Typically it's on a Monday, but this is a Wednesday because Monday I went to go see the Eternals, Marvel Eternals. And despite what the critics say, I absolutely loved it. It was not your typical Marvel's movie, but or your typical Marvel movie. But I think there was a lot happening there that people weren't really ready for. However, I was. Probably because I have a obsession with with YouTube. So I was most definitely ready for it. And then the Steelers played Monday Night Football. So there was a very small window to fit this in, which I chose to not try and fit this into that window and instead postpone for Wednesday, which could possibly be an even better day to play Aruba trivia. Okay, so now I'm confused. Wacky Snacks, you're confusing me. You can you hear me or can you not hear me? Now, if you're on Facebook, if you're listening on Facebook or watching on Facebook, do me a favor and hop on over to the YouTube because I can't see everyone's I can't see everybody's comments that post on Facebook. So if you come on over to YouTube, I can definitely see your comments, and I can see some comments on Facebook, but not all. And there's no rhyme or reason to it. So if you're saying hello, 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 I might not see it until later on this evening. But the way this works is we're going to play trivia. I have 12 trivia questions, and tonight's questions are absolutely incredible. I promise. Hello, Rob. Hello, Rob. Hello, Rob. Robert Otowski one of my favorite Aruba files. So Maggie and I, we got an opportunity to meet Rob and Cindy at the Renaissance this trip, and it was one of the highlights of our trip. Absolutely amazing. They are every bit as incredible as what their online persona is. Hello, Kay. I know Kay. I've met Kay and Phil, who I met them originally at Lucy's. At Lucy's, they were coming off a Full Throttle tour, and I can't remember while we were there, or maybe they were going on and we were just coming off. But anyway, Phil and Kay, hello. Wacky Snacks wants to get moving, and we will. Okay, so in order to play, what you want to do is you want to go to play.quizstud.com. Full Throttle was awesome. I wanted to buy Full Throttle, but then the pandemic happened, and now I don't know what happened to it. I was all prepared to purchase it, though. Still bummed about that. So yes, you want to go to play.quizstud.com, and the pin is 5496. 5496. So if you go to that URL and you type in that pin, you'll be ready to play, and then we will be ready to go. Play.quizstud.com, pin 5496. Boom, boom, boom. Play.quizstud.com 5496. Yeah, look at your screen. Yes. Play.quizstud.com and 5496. I play some Aruba trivia. I had no idea Rob and Cindy would be here because they'll definitely know the answers to some of these questions. And Maggie's having technical difficulties, so I'm going to mute for a second to try and help her. What's wrong, Maggie?
I can't figure out how many comments. That's my favorite part.
I'm trying to help Magder. So give me 1 second, please. She is looking at me, but she is unable to, at the moment, post comments, and I don't have an answer for that either.
Yeah, it's usually right there on my screen.
So her charming self will not be joining you tonight, unfortunately. However, she will be playing along. She's right here. And if she wants to go and grab a microphone, she can actually participate.
She's right here.
Let me plug her in. You gotta help me out here, Maggie. These cords, I have no idea where it leads to.
Oh, it's plugged into something.
Okay.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
So yeah, Maggie's here, and we are going to play the game. So we got lots of players tonight, so let's get started. Okay, so question number 1. Let me share my screen. That is not the screen I meant to share. Technical difficulties.
In the meantime, I could sing the first Noel.
Whatever that has to do with something. All right, so
get me started.
All right. So in 1499, when Aruba was discovered by the Spanish, it was declared what kind of island? So, what kind of island was it declared when it was discovered by the Spanish? They hear you, Maggie, so you have to provide the entertainment. You have to cover for my doll butt. So, in 1499, when Aruba was discovered by the Spanish, it was declared what kind of island?
Well, it's
Gotta guess,
always been a
people.
beautiful
Guess.
island.
Are you not able to guess?
Oh, no, I already have my answer.
Did you guess?
Yes, I did. Ooh, and I got it right.
It was declared a useless island. That is correct. There were no natural resources, and they didn't discover the gold that was contained on the island. So when the Spanish landed, I guess they weren't looking for recreation. So
they weren't looking
declared
for the beaches.
They were not looking for the beaches. So they declared Aruba a useless island. And how ridiculous is that when you fast forward a few hundred years, like 500 plus years? So next, Aruba Aloe is the oldest aloe company in the world.
Ooh.
Which of the following phrases is not true? A, Aruba Aloe is older than Ford Motor Company. B, Grover Cleveland was the president of the United States. C, the same year Vincent van Gogh shot himself. Or D, when it opened, there were only 43 states. Which one of these statements is not true? Is it not true that Aruba Aloe is older than Ford, or that Grover Cleveland was the president, or was it the same year that Vincent van Gogh shot himself, or that there were only 43 states? What is the answer?
Oh, I didn't get it.
Grover Cleveland was the president of the United States. That is the correct answer. And Cindy's the only one that got it right.
Go Cindy.
So Aruba Aloe was founded in 1890 by Cornelius Amen. Ford was founded in 1903.
I thought Vincent van Gogh was from like, I don't know, the 1500s.
No, he was not. He was a Dutch painter, and he shot himself on July 27th of that year. So he shot himself on July 27th, and he died on July 29th.
Oh,
it's Jesse's birthday.
Jesse's birthday.
Grover Cleveland. So he had a split presidency. He was president from 1885 to 1889, and then once again from 1893 to 1897. And Aruba Aloe was founded in 1890. So right in the middle of that presidency. And then Idaho became the 43rd state on July 3rd of 1890. So it just slipped in there. Oklahoma, which I believe is the 44th state, was only a territory at that point. It became a territory.
Wow.
So
you're very smart.
I had to do a lot of research to appear that smart. Number 3, the restaurant El Gaucho, Aruba's first Argentinian steakhouse, opened its doors when? October 12th, 1965, February 17th, 1977, June 22nd, 1982, December 8th, 1990. When did El Gaucho first open its doors? And I don't expect you to know the actual date. So what I basically did was split things into decades. So did it open in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, or the 90s? When did El Gaucho first open its doors?
Well, El Gaucho's been around for a long time.
It has.
Dang, I didn't get a chance to answer.
Well, you got to be faster than that.
I was thinking.
Because multiple people did answer, and you were not one of them.
No, I was not.
The correct answer is February 17, 1977. So El Gaucho opened in the 70s.
Please give an answer, even if you're not sure, because when you don't, you get a really sad face.
Yes, guessing is definitely encouraged. So a traveler who visits the island for 10 consecutive years gets awarded what honorary title? Do you get the A, distinguished guest, the B, friend of the island, C, goodwill ambassador of Aruba, or D, honorary Arubian? So a traveler who visits the island for 10 consecutive years, you get awarded what honorary title?
That's what I am. Hint, hint.
Interesting. I'm reading Gail, who says she's seeing the next questions while I'm still in the previous
What? Cheating. She has like supervision powers.
Yes, she's breaking
got
the
it right.
space-time continuum.
I got it right because I am a very distinguished guest.
No, they have your picture posted up in the post office there. So let me see. Distinguished guest. Yes, 3 people got that. So who is behind? So whenever I'm putting these questions up, who is lagging behind? Let me see that. I'm going to put the screen up while I take a drink from my drink. So is the quiz site slow? Is it behind? Because I can fix that. Or at least we can compensate for that. What I'm going to do right now is move on to the next question and let it sit there for a second. So the next question is, the Papiamento word morduga means what in English? Valen.
What did Valen say?
It's like I'm in math class all over again. Wrong answers all over. So Gail, am I ahead of the questions? Because I can compensate by putting so I can put the questions up and then I can talk. So it's probably my internet more so than them, because I have Comcast and Comcast is unreliable, unfortunately. But do me a favor and follow what you see on your screen and just answer the questions according to them. If I annoy you, just mute me. So the Papiamento word morduga means what?
Don't
in
be fooled
English?
by the duga being dog or anything.
Morduga means what in English? A ship's horn, early morning, a large dog, or a sea turtle? What does morduga mean in English? What does it mean? Maggie wants to be muted. Because I don't know what she's doing. I did not mute you yet, but you're close to it. Early morning is what morduga means in English.
I didn't get it right.
You did not get that right. You did not get that right at all. An easy question. So let's see what we can do with an easy question next. Let's see. These are tough, but they're also meant to learn a little bit more about the island. Now we try and educate, we try and entertain. I'm failing miserably at the entertainment portion, but hopefully you are learning something here tonight. So Aruba has a new IMAX theater we're about to learn. So what is the name of the new facility? So if you haven't visited the island in the past few months, you might not know this, but Aruba has a new IMAX theater. But what is the name of the new facility?
Is it? Can I say?
You can go ahead and say.
Is it Cinema de Noche? Kew Garden Cinema? The Movies at Gloria? Or The Really Big Show?
Cinema de Noche? Kew Garden Cinema? The Movies at Gloria? Or The Really Big Show?
The Really, Really Big Show.
I am 25 seconds slower. The Movies at Gloria. 2 people got that right. 2 people who have probably visited
Have
the
you
island
guys?
recently.
Yeah. Well, have they been to the movies there?
That is a very good question. Cindy and Kay, have you been to the Movies at Gloria? They have a Starbucks in there too, and a
been
pizza
there.
joint. They have a Starbucks and a pizza joint. Laser tag they have there. Kew Gardens at Cinema. So 4 people picked Kew Gardens. That's actually in Jamaica. Jamaica, man. That's a terrible accent. Terrible accent. Cindy is on a roll. Cindy is killing the game.
So what's it looking like?
Oh, she's got more than twice as many points as the next person. Cindy is destroying it. But we're gonna just keep on going because it's fun. Because it's fun. And then you know what? There's still 6 questions left. So she could fall off and someone else could get on a roll.
She could have to go to the bathroom.
She could. The original she's not probably not gonna miss this one.
Oh my gosh. This This is not fair.
The original
How about
name of the
Cindy tells
Renaissance
us the name
private
so we
island
can all
was
get
what?
one right?
Flamingo Island. It's always been the Renaissance Island, Lloyd Gaston Smith Island, or Sonesta Island. Funny thing is, like, I had no idea that Cindy and Rob were going to play tonight, but I thought of them whenever I asked this question. I actually almost messaged Rob to ask him what the answer was. So this is very interesting. And the correct answer is Sonesta Island.
I'm assuming she got that one right too.
She got that one right. Yes. So Cindy and Rob, they are an incredible couple. I'm not sure if you guys know them. They have a group called the Renaissance Ocean Suites Timeshare Owners. I think I got that right. But anyway, it's an incredible group of owners that care deeply about the Renaissance. And we actually met them on this trip. And we hung out with them on Rob's birthday, and they are every bit as incredible as their online persona. Because sometimes when people are online, you only know what people portray themselves as, but they were every bit as incredible as they are online. Rob and I, we talked about the NFL a lot. He's a Patriots fan, I'm a Steelers fan, so we definitely sit on opposite. We're definitely opponents of each other as far as our teams go, but we share an ideology whenever it comes to football that you should actually know the sport in order to talk about it and not just pretend like you do. Yes, Rob, you are amazing. It was one of my favorite days. And thank you so much for helping Maggie with her eye problem.
Yes. It helped.
It definitely helped.
Except for when I decided to double the dose on the second one.
Yeah, I don't know if we talked to you about that. So she doubled the dose the night we went to Wacky Wahoo's, and she almost fell asleep in her appetizer. But we're going to move on to question number 8. So built in 1798, blank is Aruba's oldest building. Built in 1798, is it Alta Vista Chapel, the Bushariabana Gold Mill ruins, the California Lighthouse, or Fort Zoutman? What is Aruba's oldest building? Aruba's oldest building. Oh, that's me. That's not supposed to be me. Fort Zoutman. Correct.
Ooh, I got it right.
Correct.
I got it right.
Yes.
Did Cindy get it right?
Cindy is getting everything right because she's
man.
amazing. So Alta Vista was built in 1952, although the original one was 1750. They're built on the same site, but 1952 is the correct answer for Alta Vista. Gold wasn't discovered in Aruba until 1824. And the lighthouse was built in 1891. So the correct answer is Fort Zoutman. Now, the next question is, how many restaurants are there in the Gianni group? The Gianni restaurant group. How many restaurants are there in that group? It is a very large group of restaurants on the island. I'm sure everyone. Gail, you're cracking me up.
What's Gail saying? I can't see the response.
Hurry, I got one right. Hooray, I got one right. So how many restaurants are in the Gianni group?
Since you asked me this earlier and I got it wrong, I'll give the same answer because it would be cheating if I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't pick in time.
No one got it right. No one got it right. So there are 8 restaurants in the Gianni group. Pretty amazing, right? So the majority of people picked 5. Some people picked 6, but no one picked above that.
That's what I picked 5 earlier, by the way.
I wonder what 5 people think. So let's type some comments to see what people think. So obviously people are gonna say Gianni, right?
That's the one I didn't get.
Amore Mio. There's probably gonna be another one that the majority of people get. What else are we saying? Are we saying Azuro?
For sure.
Azuro, Gianni, Amore Mio. Gail, yeah, I think it's my internet connection. I think Comcast is screwing me over. They probably want more money from me because the $200 I give them a month isn't enough. Like, give us 300 and we'll give you acceptable internet. So what else? So where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Is anyone tracking on Asia?
Oh.
Is anyone tracking on Asia? That's another one. So where else are we? What are we missing?
How
Are
about
we
Daniels?
missing?
Anybody say
Did anyone
Daniels?
say Daniels yet? Daniels Steakhouse is another one. Daniels is another one. What else? What are we missing? What are we missing? What are we missing?
How many are missing?
Gelatissimo.
Oh,
Yes, Gelatissimo is an easy one to
yes.
miss because it's just desserts, and also because it's inferior to the one at the Marriott Stellaris Gelato and Company. What are we missing now? So the beach bar. The beach bar is one that I would miss if I wasn't researching this, because it's only really available to Playa Linda people or those that go to Eduardo's and choose to sit there to eat their acai bowls, like myself. What are we missing? What are we still missing? Garden Fresh. Garden Fresh is the last one, I believe. I believe that's 8. There you have it. The 8 Gianni Group restaurants. And I'm sure they're just printing money. So often called the natural pool by visitors to the island, what is the actual name of the natural pool? What's the actual name? Is it Conchi? Is it Coochie? Is it Conseca? Or is it Kusanichi? Which one is it? Is it Conchi, Coochie, Conseca, or Kusanichi? Get away from me. See, I'm going to build a barrier so she can't like interact with me. I'm doing this. Kanji, Gucci. And the answer is Kanji.
Got it right.
Kanji is correct. That is the correct name. Kuchi, no one picked. Thankfully, no one picked that. Conseca is the like the co-op that was created by the various artists on the island, and Kosichi means pillow. So it's the Papiamento word for pillow. Okay, next. The Papiamento word Wayaba means what in English? So what does the Papiamento word Wayaba mean in English? And I'm about to do a shot, and I don't know if I'm on camera or not, but oh, I am on camera. So I'm going to be off camera for a second. And don't judge me, anybody. I don't work until tomorrow at 6 p.m. 9 a.m. 6 p.m. And the correct answer is hungover, and I will not be hungover because I will drink plenty of water before I go to bed. So 4 people got that. Wayaba means hungover. Did you guys know that, or did you guess that? Because that's pretty impressive. Cindy got one wrong. Yay. Just kidding. Love you, Cindy. Okay.
She
so
probably doesn't get hungover.
Maybe not. Maybe not. She's discovered the secret. The secret is making Rob get her water. So now we're down to one final question. Clearly, Cindy's going to win this. She's got 80, and the next closest person is 50.
Well, let's give shout outs to anybody who gets this one right.
Whoever gets this one right, we're definitely giving shout outs to. So the next question is Aruba Ray's Comedy returns to Aruba on October 1st. Where does this show take place? So think about it long and hard. Hit the start button. Aruba Ray's Comedy. Aruba Ray is one of my favorite Aruba people, definitely. He's not Aruban. He's, from Boston, but he's a New Yorker by location. Awesome comedy show. If you've never seen it, you really do need to go see it. But my question is, where would you go to see it? Because it's bounced around to various establishments on the island. But where is this current iteration of Aruba Ray's Comedy going to take place? And the correct answer is the Holiday Inn. The Renaissance would be cool. The Marriott Stellaris is where we've seen him countless times, but this iteration on December 1st is going to take place at the Holiday Inn, Aruba Ray's Comedy. If you've not been there, make sure you check it out. I've done several podcasts with him, and I plan on doing another one with him. But let's see, 5 people got that one right, and we're going to see how things all came out in the sauce. So we're going to end that round. Here's the answer. Oh. So Cindy with 90 points, Rob with 60, and Maggie with 60. There's your top 3. Your top 3, you guys did amazing. Thank you so much, because that was a good game. Hopefully you guys liked the questions. Hopefully some of you learned a little bit. If you didn't, I'll try a little bit harder next time. And if you did, then that's cool. That just makes us all much better Aruba vacationers. Did you guys did anyone have a favorite question or something that they didn't know before that they've learned about now? Hopefully you did. And if you didn't, like I said, I'll try a little bit harder next time. Wacky Snacks, yes, at least you were in 4th. Nothing wrong with that. You go cook dinner. I am also going to cook dinner once I log off here. But like I said, I don't work until 6 p.m. tomorrow. So my plan is to stay up as late as humanly possible tonight, fall asleep, get a good night's sleep, and then wake up and go to work. But I'm glad you liked it, Rob. I'm glad you liked it. We'll be back here next Wednesday. So I like Wednesdays for this. That was partially a Cindy recommendation to Maggie, but I realized I like I like Cindy, of course, but I also like Wednesdays because I work Thursday through Saturday. So I work 3 days a week, super long hours. And by having it on Wednesday instead of Monday, it gives me time to prepare for it. No problem, Kay. Tell Phil I said hi. Dude, so many awesome people. Aruba just honestly has some of the best visitors that you could ever hope to encounter. What I miss most, or one of the things I miss the most about this current environment that we exist in, is the get-togethers that we used to have in Aruba. Like, you can't really have those now because of everything that's going on. But I met a lot of really great people at different meetups that we used to have. We would go to Passions Beach Bar, and there'd be a bulletin board, Aruba.com forums bulletin board meeting that we would all meet up there. I'm glad you learned, Gail. I'm glad. That's awesome. I mean, honestly, I had a lot of fun researching these questions. I definitely learned some things from researching these questions this time around. So that's awesome. But yeah, I miss the meetups that we used to have. Now you have to kind of do it a lot more intimately. Like, we got on this past trip, we were down there for 9 days in earlier October, and I was able to meet Rob and Cindy and a couple other people, and that's just incredible when you get to connect with people that share a love for the island the same way that you share a love for the island. That's pretty cool. Going forward, when things open back up, I hope that we can do get-togethers, because we used to have a get-together at Passions Beach Bar, and that took place every Monday, and you would get maybe like 20 or 30 people there, and that's cool. I remember a couple times I had get-togethers, like One Happy Podcast get-togethers at Legends. We had at Legends, and the one had probably about 100 people there, which was amazing. Ah, that's awesome, Valen. Yes, Wednesdays work for me, and with the time changes an hour later, which means I'd be long done with babysitting. Sweet, sweet. Yeah, I mean, things are flexible. I'm a pretty flexible person. So whatever works for you, get in contact with me and let me know, and we can try and work something out. So I would like to do plenty of other things when it comes to this. I would like to do interviews like One Happy Podcast interviews, but on video. I think that would be awesome. Not sure if everybody would be down, but I think that would be pretty cool. If not, then I can still, do the regular audio interviews and post them on YouTube. My web host crapped out on me, so I'm kind of reluctant to go back to them. YouTube seems to be extremely reliable. Obviously, it's been around. Weird coincidence. So YouTube was developed by someone that went to the same college I did at the same time I went to college. However, he used his time a lot more efficiently and effectively than I did, clearly, because he is a multi-billionaire and I am using his platform right now. So that's kind of that's one of those
He's
things.
not a
that's-
Aruba Kurt.
but he's not a Aruba Kurt. Wouldn't trade myself for anything. I think video interviews would be awesome, but I'm not sure if everybody would be down for a video interview. But I have that ability with this software, so that would be kind of cool. There's a kitty cat that's invading. What is she doing? Anyway, I think that'd be kind of cool. So I want to work on that. Maybe I can talk Aruba Ray into coming up and doing a video interview. That could be kind of cool. But I'm going to get going. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for playing Aruba Trivia. I'm gradually shifting over to Aruba Trivia Shenanigans from Aruba Trivia Happy Hour. But it's all the same. We are people that love the island of Aruba. We love Aruba Trivia. And we're going to just keep on doing this, having fun every Wednesday from now on. Yes, Cindy. Are you guys still on the island? Like I'm not sure what your timeline is. Are you still down there? Because if so, go enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you for joining us. Take care and good night. Oh, you're not back? Hey, we have to talk because we're actually going to be going up to Vermont this spring. So maybe we'll have to drive past and say hello to you guys. Thank you, Gail. You have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Maggie says good night. Good night, Kay. Once again, do me a favor, punch Phil in the ribs for me. Just kidding, or not. Yeah, we'll definitely because I want to pet your dogs. Cindy, I want to pet your dogs. They look so fluffy, so fluffy. Anyway, I'm gonna get going. You guys take care, and you all have a fantastic night. I'm gonna hit the One Happy Podcast music. Hopefully, you can hear it.